Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Thursday. It is March the 3rd. Today is National Anthem Day. It's National Cold Cuts Day.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of cold cuts. I could eat those while listening to the National Anthem, maybe. National I Want You to Be Happy Day, which should be every day, really. National Mulled Wine Day. National Hospitalists Day today. And Soup It Forward Day. So it's a day to give somebody some soup.
I like to do that.
I know. You're a big soup fan. I'm a big soup fan. Heidi makes really good soup, and then she soups it forward to me. So...
And to others.
I like it. I like it a lot. Got a Dear John letter today as well. It's about bullying. So if you know someone who was bullied, you might be able to help this mother. At least give her some advice if you'd like. You can do that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. New surveys find that our 4 in 5 of us think that we take good care of our vehicles. The survey also finds 1 in 3 confess to driving with a check engine or maintenance light on. In fact, the average driver say they keep ignoring that for at least 9 days with a warning light before they finally take somebody and go, I don't know what's going on with this thing. What would you say is a record for us having a check engine light on?
Oh, my gosh.
Years.
I once had a mechanic turn off my check engine light.
Well, the thing burned out. The light bulb burned out.
No, I asked him to turn it off.
I remember a guy that said he wouldn't do that for you. A study found taking naps reduces the chances of heart problems. So taking a nap
I
can
love
help
that.
You. Yeah, that's a good.
I'm going to nap every day. It's
there you go.
mandated by my job now,
Guys, forget chocolates, forget wine. If you're looking for a romantic evening with your lady, give her a glass of organic licorice tea. Works every time. Maybe not. Turns out the scent of licorice drives women crazy.
I
In a
love
study,
licorice.
discovered that women who were around the smell of licorice were far more likely to be in the mood compared to women around the scent of men's cologne.
I love licorice.
There you go. Oh, I'm making a list over here. She's my wife, by the way. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? A poll of 2,000 adults found 48% are influenced by their horoscope. I don't think I would say that I'm one of those.
No.
More than 1 in 3 even make life choices based on the advice from a horoscope. Aquarius is the most financially confident star sign. 42% feel happy with their money managing skills. I don't even know what the Aquarius is. Is that you? Is that me? That ain't us. Neither.
Nope.
Compared to 25% of Libras, Virgos are the most likely to meet the financial goals they set for themselves. Sagittarians, that's what I am, right?
That's what you are.
They feel most out of touch with their finances.
And I'm a Virgo, so hopefully I kind of counteract you.
As they avoid looking at them.
You do. You never look at our finances. And I try to tell you we can't do that. And you're like, what? Yeah, we can.
As Leos are the happiest about their financial situation. Even though I don't believe this mumbo jumbo.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Okay, they got lucky this time. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. We recently watched Tinder Swindler on Netflix. Well, the guy in that, the guy Simon that's in that, he's trying to turn his Tinder Swindler fame into Hollywood's big break for him. He's already signed with a talent manager.
Wow.
He wants to write a book and
Wow.
wants to star on a dating show, and he wants to host a dating podcast.
That tells you all you need to know about celebrity, honestly.
He is the subject of the new documentary on
Disgusting.
Netflix in which women and law enforcement claim that he flaunted a lavish lifestyle to women on Tinder.
That's
Once he got them
disgusting.
hooked, according to the story, he would convince them to loan him money. When they did, he would ghost them and move on with their cash to the next. So I don't think that anybody should be a big fan of this guy.
No.
If any of this stuff is true, and it certainly looked like it was true,
Yep.
but boy, oh boy, it's weird. Yeah, they're also going to be making a movie about this. So it's on there now. Tinder Swindler is a documentary. They're working on actually making a dramatic series
That's
about
disgusting.
it or something. Yeah. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. You get one wish, but your arch enemy will get 100 times what you get. What do you wish for, Heidi? Here's what people said online. I would wish for 1% of my money to be donated to charity. Then they would have 100% of their money donated to charity. See? I wish for my body temperature to drop by 1 degree. Theirs would drop by 100 degrees.
Okay.
See? I wish to be 3 inches taller. They would be 300 inches tall. They'd be a giant. I wish for the DMV to only take 1 hour for me. That would make them 100 hours.
Right.
And the last one on the list. I wish to be force-fed 1 carrot every day. They would get force-fed 100 carrots every day.
Okay.
See, I would try to do something nice.
You would not.
I think I would. I probably would.
No, you.
I know me. I would try to do something nice. Scientists are developing a deeper understanding of what's going on in our brains when things are happening to us, like sex and drugs and rock and roll, things that make us feel high. Neuroscientists published a study looking into what is happening when music hits you. What is happening when all this stuff is happening? They found that songs, even sad ones, can produce pleasurable things that release chemicals that produce the same thing that's produced by mothers when they're doing breastfeeding. So they're saying that same chemical is produced. So I think what really happened is they were doing some stuff in the lab and they got caught and they're like, no, it's a study. No, really, it's just a study. And according to a survey, more than half of workers said they experience internet frustration at least once a week. Survey found that a small percentage of people get physical when they have internet frustration. They bang on the computer keyboard a few licks, and sometimes things don't go
I have seen
well.
you throw things across the room.
What have I thrown across the room? I've never done that.
You have freaked out and broken things multiple times.
I had a computer. I didn't hit the computer. I banged on the desk next to it, and I had the blue screen of death. Mm-hmm. It was like going really slow, and then it literally was just
We'll go with that.
done. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. All right, scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
It's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I got a Dear John letter here. This one's really kind of sad for me, and I hope that we get some really good advice, and I'm hoping Heidi has some good advice. I'm about afraid to see what Heidi's going to say. Heidi's a bit of a mama bear, so... But here we go. Dear John, not sure if you can help, but I feel like a terrible mom right now. I spent several hours this last weekend visiting with my son about how he's treated at school. He's quite a bit smaller than the rest of the kids in his class, and he's super smart and quiet. Now, I didn't think he was the most popular kid in school, but I had no idea what he was dealing with. He doesn't really complain about it, but I was prying this weekend because of a comment that was made. He talked to me for a few hours about all the mean things that are said and done to him. I went through a range of emotions. First, I was sad for him. Then I was angry at the bullies. Then I was angry at the school. When we were done talking, my son said I should not worry about it. He said he was afraid it might be worse if I get involved. I spent a few nights now tossing and turning over what to do. Do I honor his wishes and stay out of it? Do I go to the school and say something? I don't remember reading about this in the brochure about being a mom. Signed, please help my kid. That's really sad to me.
It's horrible.
Here's something that I think everybody should do. If you are a parent of a child, you should have this discussion with them and just talk to them about how you should treat other kids. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. If everybody did that, what a wonderful world we live in. Mm-hmm. And that's not just for kids, by the way. That's for adults, too. Adult people. Just treat everybody the way you want to be treated and hope that they do the same in return. Now, is that going to happen? Probably not. But do what you can. So there's been some advice on Facebook already. And if you, listening right now, have some advice, please take a moment, if you can, if that's something that you're interested in doing, you can chime in at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Now I'm going to nervously hand things over to Heidi. What do you say for advice?
Don't mess with the school. They're not going to do anything to help your child.
Well, and I don't know.
Nothing. They will not help.
I'm going to
they
turn her
will
mic
not
off
do
now.
anything.
So
find out the name of the child.
Okay.
Corner the child after school in a dark, scary corner.
I think you should stop talking now.
Threaten the child.
Don't do any of this stuff.
Tell the child. Even imagine.
Well, I had
and
to
you
bleep
will want
all
to
of
leave
that.
my child alone.
So I'm going to just tell you, don't listen to Heidi's advice. Most of that cannot go on the radio. See, this is why I didn't even want to have her here for this. I don't know that her advice is the right advice.
This is the right advice.
I don't think you do any of that. Don't do any of that stuff. That's a bad idea. But here's what I would do. Again, it sounds to me like her son is going to probably be a pretty strong young man when he grows up, because he's already going, Mom, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't complain about it. I don't say anything about it. When we had a daughter who was being bullied when she was in high school, and the conversation that I had with her was this. I said, and it wasn't like people were hitting her and they were being physically violent, but they would say really cruel things. Mm-hmm. And I said, here's what you do. Just respond with something really nice.
No.
But I'm telling
Don't
you,
listen
this,
to John.
okay, this absolutely works.
It doesn't work.
It does too. When they're trying to get you riled up, that's the fun part for the bully. When the bully riles you up and you respond, that's exactly what they want.
No.
But it is too.
And it will go away.
Don't listen to Heidi. But if you, when they're being mean to you, you're super kind right back to them. And you know what? Eventually they pick on someone else because you're not fun to pick on. So again, that's my advice. Heidi's advice is probably going to get you in trouble. Most likely arrested. Yeah, you don't do any of the stuff Heidi said to do. If you would like to chime in with advice, you can do that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And I am going to say this. I know the young lady who sent this letter. I know her personally. I know who she is. She's a super nice lady. And the first line in here tore me up because it said, I feel like a terrible mom right now. You're not a terrible mom.
You're not a terrible mom.
Not
You
at
need to be
all.
a stronger mom. You need to be an aggressive mom.
I'm turning your mic off now. But no, you're not a terrible mom. This has nothing to do with you. And the kid who's bullying your child, their parents, they're the ones who are doing something wrong. And if you want to reach out and do that, you can. I don't know. It's tough. If you'd like to chime in with advice, you can do that at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Freshly fallen snow is only 8% water. The majority of the rest of it is air. I didn't realize that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Over 90% of all fish caught are caught in the northern hemisphere.
Really?
Yeah, only 10% of fish caught in the southern hemisphere. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
All tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises.
What's that?
Yeah, you heard me. All tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises.
Interesting.
Yeah, or something like that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Alfred Hitchcock did not have a belly button.
What? How's that possible?
I don't know.
Everybody is connected by an umbilical cord, so
I'm not sure. I have no clue. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A man once spent 7 months constructing a 22-sided Rubik's Cube. It exploded on the first turn. Yikes.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No.
Couple of fun facts, though. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Denmark. Do you know how to get to Denmark? Do you even know where that is?
I know where Denmark is. I
You
don't
can
know how
point
to
to it on
get
a map.
there.
I don't even know where that is. You have
It's
to
not
show
like
me.
I've driven there or anything.
I'll have to Google
it's
that
ridiculous.
to see. All right, hey, here's the story. Dateline Denmark. A guy in Denmark was making a parkour video. You know what parkour is, right? It's where you jump from like building to building. You've seen these videos of people jumping from thing to thing.
I know what hard is. I don't know what
Would you
parkour
stop
is.
that? That's not what I said.
Oh.
I'm glad I got a bleeper. No, parkour is what I said. It's
Okay.
Anyway, this guy in Denmark was making a parkour. It's where they jump from like a fence
Where they
to
do
a fence.
stupid, dangerous
Yeah,
stuff.
they jump. Well, I don't know. That's They do a
Okay.
lot of leaping and jumping and whatnot.
All right.
Anyway, he landed on an apartment roof and fell through into a chimney 40 feet down.
Yeah. So stupid, dangerous stuff.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Don't
Yeah.
do that. It's a news headline from somewhere in this world.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. This is such a bizarre story. So think about messy foods,
Okay.
like ribs, things when you eat them, you get messy. So there's a group who came up with an idea. They're like, you know what you should do? Just eat this stuff in the shower.
Ew.
So you're done, you just rinse off. So there's a thing called
Ew.
shower orange. It's on Reddit. They say take an orange and eat it in the shower, then just rinse off when you're done. The concept arose out of Redditors' its response to a question about something unconventional everyone should try. And they said, how about having an orange while you're in the shower? And just let the juices run all over you. What?
Ew.
They said, don't worry about getting anything sticky. You're in the shower. So anyway, it turned into this bizarre thing that apparently has kind of gone viral on the internet. And they say that ripping an orange apart and eating it in the shower is the most carnal, ferocious, liberating thing a man can do. That is a quote.
Yeah.
That is a direct quote. I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. It just sounds weird. That's why it is today's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time right now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I have a very interesting thing. I wish we would have done this on Tuesday. We could have asked Charlie to say a couple of words. What is a word you cannot pronounce?
Oh boy, my dad just.
He can't say aluminum, linoleum,
Lumina.
Chevy
Anything where
Lumina,
there's an M and an N.
or Oprah Winfrey.
Or Oprah.
He says
he
Oprah.
cannot say Oprah.
Yeah, but here are words apparently that are hard for some people to say. I'm stumbling just getting to it. Statistics. So apparently that's a tough word for some people to say.
What's that, John?
Burglary is another one.
Really?
Umbrella and specifically.
Okay.
So those words, statistics, burglary, umbrella, and specifically, apparently are common words that are really difficult for some people to say. I cannot believe on the list was not aluminum, because I've heard, and linoleum is another one. I've heard
Linoleum,
other people that can't say those. So I don't know. Interesting stuff. That is the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. I love this guy and I love this quote. Groucho Marx. Way before our time.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I would stay up late at night, and there was a show where Groucho Marx was on it. He was the host of the show, and it was really, really funny to watch because he was like the game show host, and I really enjoyed watching it. And he always had like clever little remarks for everything, and that's where this comes from. He says, Groucho Marx says, "I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll be glad to make an exception." Isn't that just the best?
Awesome.
I think that is so funny. That is your quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It's brought to you by radiotravelgroup.com. A Good Samaritan rescued an abandoned dog. Oh, first a second, I want to say we had a story yesterday about a guy who rescued 45 cats, which is pretty cool. And then I found this was sent to me about a guy who rescued a dog. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So this might just become the Who Rescued What Animal. Send him over. I'm cool with that. A Good Samaritan rescued an abandoned dog at a Detroit area's Wendy's drive-thru. So wintertime, there's snow on the ground, and there's a blanket laying there with a dog sitting on the blanket. And a video on TikTok has warmed the hearts of many. In the video, viewers can see the creator recording themselves going through a fast food drive-thru as cars pass by a dog laying on a blanket. Then we get to see the dog in the back seat of the vehicle with the TikToker hand feeding the dog. Turns out the rescuer is with an organization called Misfit Angels Rescue, and this dog will be placed in a foster home until the dog is adopted. So I have a link, by the way, if you'd like to see that. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. And we are not TikTokers.
We are not.
I had to go on there, and then I found out my daughter apparently used my computer to make some TikTok videos. Because I clicked on her, I was like, it says I have an account. I'm like, how do I have an account?
Wow.
And I'm clicking through here, and our daughter, who's 20 years old, she made these videos a couple years ago. So I'm going to have to ask her, hey, can I delete these, or what do I do here? What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what to do when somebody else set up the TikTok. But it's on there if you want to check it out. Again, link at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.